All right, guys, welcome back to Downtown Rams. As always, I'm Alexis Kraft, joined here with my co host, Jake Ellenbogen. And guys, we are coming at you this Friday evening with another Downtown Rams mock draft in preparation for the 2025 NFL draft that is happening next week. As always, Jake and I will be covering that draft live, like we always do, doing our Downtown Rams live stream. That's become a really fun tradition for us, and we know for so many of you as well. And in preparation, for the actual draft, we like to do some mock drafts to see if we can, predict potentially a scenario in which the Rams follow and predict what picks they're going to make. And we do a couple of these. And we make them all different. So if you guys were around Monday night, Jake and I did a mock draft, and I'll go over that, Jake. I'll go ahead and read out, how that went down. But essentially, what we're going to do tonight is we're going to try to do an entirely different draft. So, for example, we traded down in the first round on Monday night. So we're not going to do that tonight.
So we're going to trade up? No.
Well, yeah, probably not. So here's the thing. Jake picked first on Monday night, so I'm picking first tonight. And I told him before we went live, I said, I do not want to trade up. So I'm just going to stay at 26. So spoiler, I know we haven't started the draft yet, but I'm going to be staying at pick 26 since Jake traded back on Monday night when we did our mock. But Jake just put up on the screen how our mock draft fell on Monday. So this is what we're going to try to avoid. We're going to try and, make this a little bit different. We're not going to trade where we traded before. We're not going to take a wide receiver in the first round. We're going to try to do something different. So that way, by the time the draft rolls around, we've done a couple different situations. So no matter how it falls, we've kind of explored that option before. But Jake, before we get into this second mock draft, you have any thoughts?
Knock him dead, Alexis. I don't really have much else to add except for that.
Well, with that, we'll get started. And Jake will run the simulator. We have the simulator up on the screen so you guys can see. As we mentioned earlier, I'm kicking it off in the first round this time. And I won't be taking a receiver and I won't be trading back. So let's go.
All right, let's do it. Okay, pick 26.
All right, pick 26. Here's what we've got. This is how the draft has fallen so far, according to PFF. And, well, Burden is there, but I'm not going to do that because we did that on Monday night. I'm going to avoid receiver. I'm going to avoid trading back. Okay, Colston Loveland is there. Trey Amos is there. I don't know that I want to go tackle here. Benjamin Morrison is there. Jaden Higgins, but I'm not going receiver. So here's the thing with the way that this has fallen. So I feel like now, Jake, where you're at, I'm in second round territory for
Yeah, you're gonna get like
my
tomatoes thrown
preference.
at you if you pick any of those guys.
Yeah, I think basically everybody from Connerly and up, I could justify taking in the first. Maybe I don't know that Kevin Winston I would take in the first round, but other than that, I feel like all of these guys make sense in the first round. Now, I'm immediately out on running back and interior defensive lineman and edge here. I don't think that the Rams, I know somebody in the comments said Hampton. I don't think it's good value for this Rams team to take a running back in the first round that isn't that running back from Boise State, but he will not be there at 26. There's no one else. I'm hoping the Rams take it running back here. Interior defensive lineman, I think we're good in terms of first round. Edge, I'm avoiding. What I'm really looking at here, Jake, since we're not doing receiver, is I'm looking at tight end and corner. Though that to me is where I want to go. I think so. I'm really torn between Loveland and Trey Amos out of Mississippi.
I don't want to give my opinion and
I
steer you in any way, so I'll give
I
mine at the
do
end.
I do know what your opinion is going to be on this.
Mm-hmm.
But regardless, I think I'm going to take Colston Loveland here.
Okay. I would
which,
go with Trey Amos, but
yeah.
yeah. So, hey, I mean, they were your two there. So,
Yeah, Colston Loveland is my second best tight end in the class, and I think he makes a lot of sense for the Rams. So I wouldn't be upset if they took him there at 26.
I would, but
You would. I wouldn't. Um,
so okay, so we went, you went with Colston Love. See, I said
yeah.
we. I was like, you did. No, I didn't do that. No, he's a
This
good
is a
player. He is. I just
yeah.
don't have a first round grade on him. But to be fair, you're picking at 26. So at
Yeah.
this point, and I think people need to understand, I think everyone up to like 40 here is in play. Like, because this is where you're like, you could fall in love with a player in the second round, and you're like, I'm not picking until 90th, but I
Yeah.
really need that player. If that were the case in this scenario, do you know who I think the Rams would take? Jack Besh. I think if they really, really liked him, I think they would take him in the first round. I mean, I know they like him, but like,
Yeah,
it's
maybe. I don't know that. Yeah.
yeah.
I do like
So
him.
yeah, Burden went at 38. That's crazy. Okay, yeah, that's probably not happening, but
Yeah,
you
remember
know,
guys, this is a simulator. Some of this
yeah,
is like we were like there was guys available when we did our mock on Monday night in like the 6th that we were just like we didn't even take them because we're like this is so not realistic. Like they're going to be gone 3 rounds ahead of this. But
yeah.
Jake, it looks like that you opted to go down to 90. You didn't trade up.
No, I did not.
So now we're on the clock at 90.
So, man, it sucks because like I think this player is so good, but they have no need for him right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I see just a lot of analysts just giving the Rams interior offensive linemen because they just don't even realize Steve Avila is not moving to center. They told us this,
Yeah.
So I think that is misguided information. Kyle Williams is here. I think he'd be a really good fit. Jalen Royals, I could see.
Love Royals.
I might trade down here, add some more. I think I'm going to trade down, Alexis. I don't have anybody that's pressing here that I really need to add. So I'm going to trade down.
Okay.
And based on like the trade value chart that I have here in front of me, we got, let's see, 90 is 140 points. Okay, so if I trade down, still staying in front of the 49ers, I could accumulate another 4th round pick from the Giants. And then I could also accumulate a 6th round pick. Or I could maybe get, let's see here. Let's see. So 90, so 140. That would be 42. Yeah, it's interesting. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to see who's available to trade. I don't know why the Saints want to trade up so bad. Is there a quarterback? I'm going to check.
Maybe.
I mean, not a quarterback that I would trade up 3 spots for, but
Yeah.
did they draft anybody? Let's see. They did not. Okay. So, and then they didn't draft anybody there. Okay. So that would be for a quarterback. So I guess I could get a decent amount out of them. Let's be a little realistic here, though. That's 3 spots.
Yeah.
We'll go with the Dolphins here and see if they'll give up 98 and 135 for 90. And it looks like they will. Cool. So I move down a little bit. I stay in front of the Niners because I know it's a mock. I know it's a simulator, but I don't want the Niners picking my guy. I could not live with myself if I caused this. So I am going to go with. See, you went tight end, so I wouldn't go tight end here. I don't really love how the boards. What the hell?
Yeah, that's always the problem is like once you get past the first round, sometimes these simulators and the boards just are putrid.
Yeah, I don't
They
love the board right now.
they shake out
Truthfully.
weird.
This really didn't shake out well for us. So we got to adapt, right? Can't complain. Can't complain about it during the draft or anything like that.
So what we did on so a linebacker can make sense here if we're wanting to switch it up because what I did in our first mock
Mm-hmm.
is I went tight end in the third,
Yeah,
but we've already taken a tight end now in the first.
that's true. So
You could
this
look
is
at
interesting. Um, Still a lot of running back value. Wide receiver. I don't really see Kyle Williams falling to this pick, if I'm being honest with you. I think if he was there. Oh, we're getting super chats. Oh my God, guys. Oh my God. All right.
pull him up.
Alexis, let's go with.
I think I know what I would do with this, but I'm gonna let
really,
you.
I really don't know what I would do with this because I just don't really feel like the value is great. I'd probably trade down again, to be honest with you. That's what I'm going to do.
Valid.
So, because I have 2 picks here. Like, I don't have anybody that I'm, like, dying to pick. So, let me move down here. We'll let the 49ers get whoever they want. Move down with the Saints. I'll get 131 for 98. Okay. So, we're wheeling and dealing a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't love how the board fell. So, I think I'll stay. I'm going to pick Ashton Gelati here. The reason being, the Rams have 2 starting edge defenders, and I totally understand that. Some people are going to disagree. But Gelati is a guy that can give them something with Brennan Jackson in that rotation. Nick Hampton is not a guarantee at this point, and he just suffered a season-ending injury. So I think this is the smart approach to add some bulk to that position. And plus, he'd probably be the best player available. I'm trying to be realistic here. Kyle Williams would not be there. So
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Ashton Gelati, Alexis.
Fair.
All
Good
right.
player.
You're up at 112 because of me.
All right. So we've gone tight end and we've gone edge. So.
Oh, we got to read the super chats. My bad.
Let's pull them up.
Edwin, what would be the equivalent to the Luka trade in the NFL? What toppings are you guys getting this year for pizza? Love you both. Go Rams and Lakers. Appreciate you, Edwin.
Thank you, Edwin.
The equivalent to the Luka trade. So you'd have to have
It
an
would almost
older
be
player for a young star. So, I mean, still a really good player, but not necessarily the best at his position. So you have to be in like his 30s, Alexis, have some injury tendencies, and you're trading him away for like one of the young, top guys in the game. And
I feel like it'd have to be like the Luka equivalent would be like a Lamar Jackson or like a Joe Burrow. Right? Like you'd have to have.
How old is Lamar? He's 28. And Luka is 25, 26. He is 26. So, that is a wicked good question that I want to find the correct answer
I just
to.
don't know. I mean, Josh Allen maybe. Josh Allen for like. I'm trying to think of who the AD quarterback would be.
That's where I'm stuck on.
See, Luka, I feel like there's a couple guys that you could be like, oh, Josh Allen or Joe Burrow or Lamar Jackson, but trying to figure out the AD equivalent.
You know who it probably is? Dak Prescott.
No.
At this point in his career, yeah. Because, I mean, people forget Dak led the league in passing. And then he's had
maybe,
injury concerns. And he's 31.
But I feel like that's kind of insulting to AD.
That's true. And I do
I feel like
Anthony Davis.
AD is much better at his position, I feel like, than Dak Prescott is at his.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I guess, because I guess I'm trying to think of like older, because like.
It would probably have to be a different position. I don't think there's a quarterback that
I don't think
matches
there's a
that.
quarterback. It'd have to be like,
All right, this is going to come off as offensive, but hear me out, right?
great.
This would be like Derrick Henry, right? Being traded for Bijan Robinson. Somebody like that. So,
Bijan being or Derrick Henry being traded for like Saquon.
well, no, because Saquon's still young. Yeah, no, it wouldn't be Bijan.
But like I'm trying to think of like because Luca is like an established star. Like Bijan, I feel like he is, but he isn't, right? Where like Saquon is like the guy, right, at running back, where Luca is kind of like the guy right now.
Mm,
So you would maybe Derrick Henry for Saquon Barkley, but I feel like Derrick Henry is still kind of like more prominent than 80. I don't know. See, I don't watch the NBA like that, so I can't probably make this, but I don't know if there's a good answer to the question.
yeah, it's a tough
It's hard.
question. I mean, yeah, it's just a really tough question because there's not really a quarterback that fits AD. The closest one would be probably like Patrick Mahomes, but that's still it would be like Patrick Mahomes for Jaden Daniels, but at the same time it wouldn't because it's just yeah, that's a I'm stumped. I am stumped on that one. So
Yeah, I don't think there's an NFL equivalent.
I would okay maybe okay this will be offensive, but understand where I'm coming from here. Travis Kelsey for
Brock Bowers.
I was gonna say him, but no. I'd probably go with Sam Laporta. So Travis Kelsey for Sam Laporta. No, that still doesn't even feel right.
I just think I think that
No,
you
it would
guys get
be
where we're going with this.
Travis Kelsey for Brock Bowers. That's exactly what it
Yeah,
would be. I think AD's better than Travis Kelsey, but
I do too, but I get what you're saying.
it's kind of that you're not really gonna get anybody on that. Yeah, it's that's a tough one. Yeah, I don't want to disrespect anybody else. I'm kind of tired
Yeah,
of this, but that's the point. Is
yeah,
that you just don't have a great comparison. That was just kind of crazy. Um, long this very hard to simple Alexis if her channel doesn't have super chats. You do have a Venmo on there, right?
I do have my Venmo on there. Yes, and on my X profile, you can like there's a direct tip link to Venmo. But
Tip
thank you very
line.
much.
There's a direct tip line.
Or like, I mean, yeah, that's what it's called. It's called tip.
Yeah,
It's the dollar. You guys know what I'm saying.
yeah. No,
Um,
I'm messing with you.
but thank you very much. That's very, very sweet of you and much appreciated.
And yes, thank you for the super chat. And
Thank you.
Rayshawn Gales, thank you for the 10. Excited for the
Thank
draft
you.
as well. As for DTR going live for draft, I will be tuned in with my olive and pineapple pizza.
In my honor, Rayshawn. That's, if everybody doesn't know, that's my pizza order um, during our NFL draft streams. I always order a pineapple and black olive pizza, and people really get angry about it, so I keep doing it every year in defiance because it's good. It is good, and I feel like people haven't tried it, so they're just hating on it. But
I don't like, well, I like pineapples by themselves, but I hate olives. So it just wouldn't make any sense for me. Plus, I don't think pineapples belong on pizza. That's just me personally.
well, it's happening, guys. On our day 3, Jake and I always order pizzas on day 3, um,
Oh, yeah.
in
I
like the
might
fifth round.
I might skip that. I might order a pizza on day one, depending. We'll see. We will
We'll
see.
see.
I might just
We'll
eat pizza
see.
every single day, just for the rest of time. But
Well, thank you
Alexis,
for the chat again. Yep.
yes, thank you guys. We don't want what happened a while ago to happen. I think it was the Saints. They fell asleep or something on their pick. And then someone else picked in front of them or whatever. So we don't want you to lose your pick.
Oh,
Um,
right. Okay, so I want to look at the corners here because we've gone tight end, we've gone edge. I really
mhm.
want to look at the corners and see who's here.
This is the
Okay.
former wide receiver, right?
I think so.
I don't know why I can't remember. I get him and Porter confused.
I kind of like don't remember him being a receiver now. Wait, hold on, I'm
Dorian
mixing him up
Strong.
with someone else.
Well,
Well,
Darian Porter, I know, was a former receiver, but I
I'm at,
think Darian Strong, or Dorian Strong, jeez, they're such close names. Dorian Strong might have been.
I'm actually, I think, more interested in Kobe Bryant here.
Oh, there's Kobe.
Both of those Kansas corners.
Hey, DBU, very secretly. Aqib Talib,
So
Chris Harris, they've had some
very,
guys.
very interested in the Kansas corners here, but let me just do my due diligence and look at the receivers available here as well.
Oh, my bad. There we go.
Kyle Williams isn't going to be there. I mean,
Yeah. We're just
Isaac,
being realistic, guys.
I don't know that I want any of these guys here.
I think these two are guys that'll be on the Rams' radar. I'm not saying they'll draft them.
All right, so
Yeah, that's not great.
I think I'm going to avoid receiver right here. I'm inclined to take Bryant, but let me look at, let's see, tight end edge. Let's look at the running backs here as well. Let's just like check it out.
All right. Oh, I like what you're looking at.
See, I'm interested in Etienne. I don't know that I'm interested right here, though. So I also really like the Rutgers running back.
Oh,
he's
yeah, I like every. Well, Mullings is a little high for me. And Blue. I wouldn't draft Blue here.
Kyle is the best pass pro running back in the class, by the way.
He's a freak.
He is like what Kyron Williams was. What we were saying about his pass pro when he got drafted, that's how I feel about him. But I don't know that I love, I don't know. I mean, would I be upset if we took Etienne or Brashard Smith here? No. Do I want to do it right here? Not particularly. I still think I like Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
Because we also have a lot of upcoming picks. So let me go take Kobe Bryant.
Hey, I'm not hating on you taking a Jayhawk.
Yeah, let's take him, and we've got a lot of picks coming up right here, so we're gonna get 127.
I'll make this as simple as can be. My number 5 running back in the draft is Trevor Etienne. I could not believe how much I loved his tape. I just finished my running back video. Some of you might have watched already. I love this guy. I don't know where it came from. I almost didn't watch him, Alexis. I watched like 25 running backs like late last night, was going through, finalizing my rankings and everything. And I'm like, what the hell? This tape is awesome. He's got great tape. He really does.
And he's rising up boards, I've noticed too, because way back when like draft season kind of first started, I want to say like everything I was looking at had him as like a 6th round guy. And I feel like now you get closer to the draft and everybody's boards start to change, and his stock has certainly gone up.
See, I don't agree with this blurb at all. You're getting a guy that's going to be 21 his rookie year. Really wasn't utilized a ton. Like, he never had a season where he had over 150 carries. Now, some will look at that as negative, Alexis, but I look at that as a positive. He's coming in the NFL with not really a lot of wear and tear. And that's not the case for a lot of these other running backs. I'm getting a guy with a good, burst of, athleticism. He wasn't utilized a ton in pass pro, but showed he could really handle himself in pass pro, makes guys miss, can, obviously run over guys. He's strong. I think he could be the steal at this position. He's number 5 on my board. Manon guy, or I forget how to say it, but that might have been right. Manon guy is, I think, 8th on my board. And I actually came along really liking LeQuint Allen, who came in at 6th as my 6th overall running back. But I'm going to go with Trevor Etienne here because there's just something that is just telling me here. I thought Jarquez Hunter made sense for the Rams. Watched Etienne. This guy's a freak. I think he's going to be a really, really good pro. His best days are ahead of him. I'm taking Etienne here at pick 127.
All right, now I'm here at 131. So we've got tight end, we've gone edge, corner, running back.
We got more
Um,
super chats. Shout out to Bill
Thank you, Bill.
and shout out to Edwin.
Thank you, Edwin.
When the Rams win the Super Bowl this year, do you believe Stafford has done enough to be a Hall of Famer? Who would you want post Stafford as our quarterback? I would say absolutely. And I would say Jalen Milroe. That's who I want as the Rams quarterback of the future after Stafford.
I agree about the Hall of Fame thing. As for the successor, I am undecided. I haven't really entered that discourse yet. My inclination is that I want to look at the 2026 class. There isn't really anybody in this particular class that I really love. Um, Aside from the top two guys who I think are out of the question. So, yeah, I'm going to say undecided. Somebody from the 2026 class, I think. I don't know that there's anyone in the league right now that I want the Rams to try and make a trade for. Although I did really love Justin Fields. And, but he got a starting job somewhere else. So that's over. And
Yeah,
I'm up. And I'm
you
up.
are
I
up.
forgot.
I like
Okay.
our draft so far. I do. It's a little
Mhm.
different, unconventional, but you got 4 really good players there. So
Let's look at that. So I know that he's on the Rams radar and I need to look into him more, but that wide receiver from Arkansas, is it
Tesla,
Is yeah, Isaac Tesla. Let's look at him,
I like him.
see what they got for
Has
him.
not dropped a pass. Look at that.
I just feel like it'd be a little disingenuous for me to pick him because I don't really know much about him. I just know that he's on the Rams radar, so I need to look into him. But okay, interesting.
He is I would say a supercharged Ben Skoranek. Like if Ben Skoranek had a crazy athletic profile, like Ben Skoranek isn't running a 4.4.
Yeah.
He's just not that type of player. But this is somebody that I didn't realize because I heard he's held back. This blurb is all I heard, right? You see it right here.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't pop against top tier competition. No. I watched multiple times where his quarterback did not even look his way and he's wide open. So I think teams are going to see this and I think there's a chance he gets drafted pretty high. This would be about where I would take him,
So
but it's
I'll
up to you.
consider. I kind of want to do something a little. I kind of want to shake up the mock a little bit because
Ooh,
I don't really love the way that this board has fallen. I think that just it was obvious in the first
you
round
know you want to
that,
do it. You know you want to do it.
well, I'm actually looking at the guy underneath him.
Oh, wow.
That would be a reach, and it
Yeah,
would be
and a
crazy.
half.
But I'm kind of I want to do something because I don't know. This just feels, I just don't love this mock. And I don't want to trade back particularly because I think it's really good value to have fourth round picks. That's pretty cool.
It
Um,
is cool.
oh, I like Jack Kaiser too. I don't know that I like him right here, but I do like Jack Kaiser.
Yeah.
I don't want to really trade back. I don't think. I like having this value in the fourth. I could take.
So positions you haven't taken yet. Um, so that would be the best of the positions you haven't taken yet.
I mean, I really like Ty Robinson. My only hesitation with Ty Robinson is I just feel like interior defensive line depth at the moment for the Rams is not s- something I'm looking at in the fourth round. But I do really like Ty Robinson.
This is the type of defense lineman they would probably go after because he's been
I
around a
know.
while. 60
What
year.
do you, chat? Is it cheating if I ask the chat? Because I'm
It
kind of
is. Don't do it.
okay. Um,
I don't want to influence your decision. That's why I'm not saying anything.
we pick again in 4 picks. As much as I would love to just be super chaotic and take Riley Leonard, just because I do think that he hasn't had a chance to like fully thrive and shine. I'm not, that's so not a good pick right here for the Rams, so I'm not going to do it. I am going to take Ty Robinson
Ty
because I think he's the best
Robinson.
available. I think he makes a lot of sense for the Rams. I know that it's not a need, but it's best player available at this point for me, and I do really really like him. So if somebody goes down, if somebody gets injured, you're in good hands with Ty Robinson.
Okay. I think I'll trade down with Indy, pick up 189. Then maybe we can use that up. That we can use that and get back up.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh, I guess they didn't like me. Oh, yay, let's go. All right, sick. Oh my God, they're still there. Everybody is still there that I like. That did not make my job any easier. All right. I'm gonna stay with what I think the Rams would do here, and I'm gonna go with Tesla. So, Isaac Tesla, come on down. See,
So now we're into the 6th.
oh yeah, I meant to pause it so you could trade up if you wanted to.
It's
My bad.
it's all right. Let's look at what quarterbacks are there. I'm not even gonna bother. I do like Shao, but
So
Show.
there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh boy.
Let's look at linebacker. Because I
Okay.
do really, I kind of would have liked to gone linebacker higher, but
He won't be there.
he won't be there.
I'll avoid him.
I'm not gonna bother. Jay Higgins is interesting out of Iowa.
I like Buchanan a little bit.
I don't know that I actually really love anyone at linebacker there. Let's look at safety.
Yeah, I think I like Buchanan, and then I saw safeties. There were some good ones. Since we're not trying to have the same
Like
mock.
Mickens won't be there.
No, but
We
I'll
took
tell you
more in
right
our
now.
last.
I like Wohler, and I
I d-
like Craig Woodson a lot.
See, I like Jalen Reed. Jalen Reed isn't going to be here either in the 6th, in my opinion.
He just doesn't have an ADP. No one actually. No, you know what? I think he was just put in. Yeah, they just
Was
put him in
he?
this. Yeah, they just put him in this mock. You can tell. They have nothing in here. Nothing.
Um,
I was gonna say he looks new. That looks like a new name.
let's go to.
Yeah, Max and Hook. They
Let's go to
added new
offense.
players.
Yeah, let's go to offensive tackle. We haven't gone offensive line yet. You know me and offensive linemen.
Oh yeah,
See, I like Jalen Travis.
I do too.
This is
And
so
Xavier
low for Emory
Truss.
Jones too. Like,
Wait, he's a right tackle, right?
see, I think this is high for Truss, but
Yeah. So they're.
you
I
know
mean,
what?
they're.
I'm gonna take Jalen Travis because by
I
this
like
point
that.
in the mock, yeah, he's I think a step above Emory Jones though is like way is would not be there, but I think Jalen Travis would.
Okay, I like that. And then we have back-to-back picks. So I am going to go and add Kyle McCord won't be there, so I'm not going to touch him. I think I'll probably skip quarterback. Yeah. I'll skip quarterback. So we want wide receiver, tight end, running back. So offensive tackle. No, you just took an offensive tackle. So safety, linebacker, and then that's really it. I think we've addressed
Yeah.
everything. So, okay. I'm going to, because for the sake of deviation here, I'm going to take Craig Woodson. Look at
Okay.
this. His tape
Yeah.
matches this, by the way. He's a stud. He's an absolute stud. I mean, I think a lot of people are going to like him. I think he'll probably go higher, but I do think this is somewhat realistic because you do have a tendency to see guys that are really good fall in the draft. And I'm not seeing him go super early in mocks and what have you. So I'm going to go Craig Woodson from Cal. I like him a lot, and I think he'll be a fan favorite.
There you go.
All
And
right.
I'm up. I'm up. I think I'm at the point where we can just start double dipping because like I just really I
Oh
don't
yeah.
love the way that this has fallen. So let's go to let's see what corners are there. Let's look at receivers as well.
Oh, there's like nothing at receiver.
What about tight end out of curiosity? I know like we don't need that. Yeah, it's not nothing there. Um Maybe interior offensive lineman. We could go interior offensive line depth. Uh, maybe like Joshua Gray, I like out of Oregon State.
If I'm being honest, I think I'm probably going to trade my pick for draft capital in 2026. Because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this is not a good enough, in my opinion, not a good enough draft class, but also it's a really tough roster to make. We'll probably end up cutting 2 of the guys.
I'm gonna take Joshua Gray out of Oregon State. I like
Where
him
is
for
he?
depth. He's a guard.
Did
Yep,
I
you
just like
passed
miss him?
Yep.
Oh, there he is. Okay. I was looking for green. Oh, you said Oregon State. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Okay. So Joshua
Yeah.
Gray.
I don't like anything.
I'm going to. Well, I'll take your round. Let's see if I can get a 5th. Okay. A 6th.
6.
Hey,
There you
let's go. We got some capital for 2026.
I might do the same thing. Because we're at what pick now? We're at 1 or 2. What?
Yeah, 202. So yeah, this would be your pick because I effectively traded away.
Well, no, you get to make the pick because you didn't make a pick. You traded it, right?
Well, okay,
And I
so
picked Joshua
1,
Gray.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is a lot, Alexis. I don't know. I might trade this away too, but you know what? I'll stay and pick for the sake of it. I'm gonna go with. I don't know if he'll be here, right? But I'm gonna go with Teddy Buchanan. I like his play style. You know, I think this is another guy from Cal. Wow, we just have Cal guys all over the place. I like him. I'm gonna go with Teddy Buchanan to round us off.
All right. Well, guys, I got to be honest. I don't love this. I don't even know that I like this.
It could have been better, but I don't hate it. I'll say
It didn't.
that.
It just didn't fall the way that I would have. I felt like it fell really badly after the first, and we made the most of it. It doesn't really, a B overall grade from PFF. I mean, that's not bad. I think
Top 52%.
our first was a B plus. So, they hated my Joshua Gray pick.
Yeah. We Pineapple says, "Can we do another to make up for this? This was not very good." All right. So, I saved it. It is in the archive. We will talk about it.
Do you want to do another one real quick?
But I was going to ask, do you want to do the quickest mock draft ever? We can't think. It's just the first thing. Okay.
Let's do rapid fire. We still have a little bit of time. So let's do a quick
one
makeup.
trade.
Okay, one trade allowed.
One trade for each of us. One trade allowed.
We each get a trade. No
you
thinking.
You can't think. Just
no
do.
Talking out loud. Just whoever's there. I guess you can say a position. We can look at the positions. But and Jake, I'll let you go first because I went first the last time.
All right. Very, very, very.
And the chat is saying no trades because they want us to do true rapid fire. So no trades.
All right. I'm going to do a trade though.
Okay.
All right.
Well, Jake is already breaking the rule.
All right. Here we go.
All right.
So. This is
Who'd you
insane.
take? I didn't even see.
Trey Amos.
Oh,
hurry
really?
up, hurry up.
Jalen Royals for sure.
Oh shit.
Wait, scroll down a little. Cameron Williams, go up, tackle.
Jesus, this is awful.
It's falling like dog shit again, but just don't think, just
That's
instinct.
so funny. Oh my god. I'm going to have a stroke. All right.
All right, scroll down. We've already taken all this. Logan Brown. I'm doubling up on tackles, but that was what my gut told me to do.
Oh my god.
It's awful.
I don't want to be here anymore.
I'm just trying to think of the positions we didn't take because we're moving so fast. You could go corner, you could go safety, quarterback, interior defensive line.
Oh my god.
Okay, Jalen Reed. Okay,
All right, we're
scroll
never
down.
doing this again.
Okay, scroll down. This is like
This is awful.
This mock draft is drunk, but somehow I still feel like it's better than the other one. Um uh uh go up, go up. I want to go corner. I want to take Justin Wally. So this actually, You know what the thing about this is? This actually isn't that. You know what's bad about this? It's not. We actually got a lot of really good players. It just was like there was no reason for.
Disjointed.
It was just the positional, like, like like first pick good, second pick good, third pick I think that's high for him, but whatever. Fourth pick, it just
All right.
it got worse.
Let's do one more, no
Okay,
trades, and we can think a little bit, but we get a minute.
we get 30 seconds. A minute is
Yeah,
actually a
30
lot of time.
seconds. A minute does sound like a while.
Yeah, 30
That sounded bad
seconds.
out of my. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you good?
Yeah.
No trades. You start.
All right. This is exactly what happened last time. And no trades. Okay, I've already taken Loveland, we've taken Burden. I'm not taking Hampton. I'm not taking. Okay, scroll down. We've taken Amos. All right, take Benjamin Morrison. It's a little high for him, but whatever.
Oh my god, it's like the same fall.
It keeps giving us the same like shuffle.
Yeah. Do you want to end this and change the settings a little bit just so we get a different fall?
Sure.
Yeah. I feel like the simulator ain't simming. It's just the same thing. All right, let's do this again. We're going to move the draft needs down. We're going to care for positional value. Maybe put like the draft need there. There we go. And
Randomness at 0. Less random, more? No, I
no,
say
no,
less.
less,
I think it's.
less. Yeah. All right, cool.
Oh my God, it's the same.
All right. I'll
All right.
just give you Benjamin Morrison.
Yeah, I'll just go back to Morrison,
All
I
right.
guess. Wait, is he there? Oh, yeah, he is.
Yeah.
All
Forget
right.
everything we just said,
Fuck.
chat. Good Lord. Okay.
Remember, we're trying to not take people we took in the other mocks.
Yeah, so it is kind of like, all right, Charles Grant.
We've taken like all those top guys already. We've already gone corner. We've already taken, I see the chat say Phantom, but we've already taken him in a mock. Let's do, wait, scroll down a little. Take Bassa. By the way, is it pronounced Bassa or Bassa? Because I've heard it
I
both
think it's
ways.
Bassa. Yeah.
I think it's Bassa, but like, oh my God, guys, we've already taken. All right, scroll down, please. Everyone I would take here, we've taken in another mock, so I'm just like,
Oh.
God, I hate this.
This, by the way, is setting a good example about why they should trade down from 26.
Yeah. I guess. Jordan Hancock. I mean, have we taken him yet in a mock? I don't think so.
I don't think so. All right. Let's go with... All right. Let's see. What do they have at running back? All right, your turn.
All right, let's do go to quarterback. We got to switch this up a little bit. We haven't really been taking any of these corners or quarterbacks. Ooh, I don't like anybody
And that's why
here.
we're not.
Okay, go to, let's see. Go to edge. We haven't taken an edge in this mock yet.
That is true. Oh boy.
I just like, I mean, I guess take Diggs, sure, in the 6th round. Yeah, take Diggs.
Back-to-back Syracuse.
Back-to-back Syracuse.
All right. So I think I know what I have to do. I have to find a Syracuse player. No, all jokes aside.
Yeah,
Edge, running back, safety, wide receiver, linebacker, tackle, cornerback. Oh, tight end.
I like Jalen. Oh, this is your pick, though, not mine.
Let's go.
Yep, yeah. There we go. That would be amazing if we ended the draft on 3 Syracuse players. Oh, God, they hated it.
You know, that would probably be the best thing to do because then you get the entire fan base of Syracuse, now all Rams fans. I actually think marketing-wise, this is smart.
So I don't like... So I think, we're wrapping up...
I think this is the worst draft I've ever seen personally, but it's very disjointed.
We've done, so for everybody, if anybody new is in the chat, we did one kind of thoughtful mock, and then we've done like a couple rapid fire mocks, and just the way that the draft board is falling isn't great. And I also don't know that it's been very realistic in a way that is a little surprising to me, Jake, because I felt like the first mock that we did made more sense, and I feel like tonight things have just been really disjointed. And it's kind of like leaving us with like...
To be fair, if I was a general manager, I wouldn't be making decisions in a minute.
Yeah. I also, I don't love what's happened tonight. And I did like our mock Monday night.
Yeah,
so we have that.
Let's remind people of that.
Let's remind people. This is what happened.
We cooked.
Monday.
I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah. So, and I saw some confusion in the chat. So what Jake and I try to do with these mocks is we try to make them all different from each other. So that way we have like a collection of different scenarios that could play out. So that's why like we were avoiding taking Burden again tonight. We didn't want to take Fannin Jr. tonight or Parrish or Logan Brown. Like we were just trying to be different like than what we did Monday and what we do in every draft. So you can't win them all.
Yeah.
And yeah, tonight was not our night.
Nope.
And we're gonna try to do
I think we should do a dueling mock draft night right before the draft. You and I, if we can make time, I do a mock draft, you do a mock draft, and they vote. And the loser
All right.
dies. No, I'm kidding. Off with her
Let's do
head.
that. Let's do that. I think we're going to try to do it Wednesday night because I have an event Monday and you do Tuesday.
Yeah. So,
Um, well, guys, yeah, it wasn't our night. Um, didn't go that well, but like I said, we'll be back Wednesday night, the night before the draft, and we will also be doing live streaming throughout the draft. So Thursday night, and Friday night, and then all day Saturday. So we will be around and covering the entire NFL draft. Thank you, Edwin, for the super chat.
thank you, Edwin.
If the Rams organization offered you both a position in the Rams media group, but you have to move to LA, would you take it? All moving expenses paid.
I'm going to say no. And
No.
I've been open
Yep.
about this. I would appreciate it, but I love what I do. I would not
Mm-hmm.
trade it for the world.
I am in the same boat. I would prefer to be commenting and involved in the community from afar. But thank you so much for the super chat,
Great question,
Edwin. And good question.
Yeah.
But guys, oh, Alex, thank you so much. Yeah, fair. The sim was on one tonight.
Yes.
Simulator
Seriously.
was.
Thank you, Alex.
But guys, thank you so much. We appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll be back Wednesday night to do a final mock draft before the draft Thursday night. So we'll be live during the entire NFL draft. Tune in on Jake's channel. As always, you can follow me on social media at the Alexis Kraft or at Alexis Kraft on Instagram. You can follow Jake on all platforms at JK Bogan. And guys, until next time, as always, stay safe, take care, and go Rams.